Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Śrī Bhagavān Vacha Rāja-vidyā Rāja-guhyam Pavitram idamuttamam Pratyakshāvagamam dharmyam Susukham kartumavyayam. Śrīmad Bhagavad Gita 9.2. Rāja-vidyā Rāja-guhyam Pavitram idamuttamam Pratyakshāvagamam dharmyam Susukham kartumavyayam. Rāja-vidyā Rāja-guhyam Pavitram idamuttamam Pratyakshāvagamam dharmyam Susukham kartumavyayam. This is the definition of bhakti in the most confidential knowledge section. Śrī Bhagavān is now speaking to Arjuna, who is anāsūya. And so Bhagavan is saying, what is bhakti? Bhakti to Bhagavan. What is it? Definition of bhakti. Rāja-vidyā, characteristics of bhakti. Rāja-vidyā, Rāja-guhyam. Is the king of all knowledge. Raja. King of all knowledge. There is material knowledge, there is spiritual knowledge. There is knowledge of this body, there is knowledge of this mind, knowledge of this world, everything. And the knowledge of the soul. Not only knowledge of the soul, but the knowledge of the soul's divine relationship with Bhagavan. Divine relationship with Bhagavan. Oh, bhakti, 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 bhakti. Bhakti to Bhagavan. Bhakti of Jiva to Bhagavan. That's the Rāja-vidyā. Bhakti of Jiva to Bhagavan. That knowledge is Rāja-vidyā. King of all knowledge. Of course, yes, right. The soul's relationship with Bhagavan. Rāja-vidyā. Sambandha, abhideya, prayojana. Sambandha is there. Eternal relationship. And prayojana is there, the love of God. How does that happen? The abhideya. That abhideya is the Rāja-vidyā. Rāja-guhyam, most confidential. Really? Confidential? Well, what is so confidential about it? Everybody knows it. Śrīla Prabhupada said it all. In all the purports. What is bhakti? Surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is said everywhere, spoken everywhere. What is confidential about it? Confidential is you hear but you don't hear. You hear but you don't hear. You hear but you don't understand. You hear but you are not able to do it. You hear but you are not able to see it. Confidential, not easily obtainable, though it looks like we are getting it. It is being given, but it is not easily obtainable, not easily realized, not easily experienced. Confidential, Raja-vidyā. Surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And what is secret about it? It's open. But how to do it? First of all, to be able to want to do it. How to do it? This is really a secret. Guhyam, confidential. Because this is something that is transferred from the heart to the heart. That's why even if it is heard, it may not be understood. Even if it is understood, it may not be experienced. Why? Until it is because it is transferred from heart to heart. It is not just the information that you hear and you understand. It is Raja-guhyam, it is confidential, it is transferred from heart to heart. Pavitram, very sacred hai, the most sacred one. Bhakti is sacred. Bhakti to Bhagavan is very sacred. Idam uttamam, the most perfect, of course, yes. Of course, yes. Pavitram. Idam uttamam, perfect one. Because this is what rescues the soul. Perfect one because it is relieving the soul from the conditions. Liberating the soul and placing at the lotus feet of Bhagavan. What more topmost can be done other than this? Topmost. Pratyaksha-avagamam. Experiential. Jnana is not necessarily experiential. Jnana is, okay, somebody says you hear, done. You may know it, but not experiential. Bhakti is experiential. It is Raja-guhyam, very confidential, but is also experiential, experienced while performing. Experienced from within. From within. It's so much inside out bhakti. Experienced. Pratyaksha-avagamam. You know, when the bhakti, when it is down outside in, there is a peripheral zone in bhakti. Doubt-tell. Whatever you know, doubt-tell, give, doubt-tell. Doubt-tell Krishna is it. That is the first step. So the whole world can do this first step, doubt-tell. Just do it for Krishna, whatever you have. And then use it for Krishna like that. The whole world can do it. But that is peripheral bhakti. There is not great experience in that. And then comes doubtailing and try to push it. There is no experience in there. One would say, oh, Yeah, I am doing, I am trying, but I don't feel anything. That's bhakti outside in. When it is inside out, inside out is we have given ourselves to Sadhu Guru. Then there is nothing of us that is there inside. No free will, which will put us in Maya. There is no more free will. When there is no more free will, then there is no more self-mind, self-intelligence. None of that. Oh, then that is pratyaksha. Because when there is that that submission, that Atma Samarpana to a Sadhu Guru, a realized soul, then their realizations become our realizations. Their experience becomes our experience. That's pratyaksha, experiential. That we cannot experience on our own, but it is experienced when this Atma Samarpana to a realized soul. Dharmyam, this is our very constitutional position of the jiva. This bhakti, this loving reciprocation, loving service to Bhagavan is the very constitutional position of a jiva, to be in love with Bhagavan in seva. Dharmyam. So that is the natural condition. If we are not in love with Bhagavan in seva, then we are being in unnatural condition. The natural condition of the water is to flow, 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 flow down the slope. Like that, natural condition of the soul is for the bhakti, the loving flow towards the lotus feet of Bhagavan. That's natural. What is unnatural? When it is frozen and it is blocked. Like when the water is frozen, it's ice. Unnatural. Natural is that flow, loving flow to the lotus feet of Bhagavan. Then it's susukam. Why will it not be susukam? Because this susukam, because this bhakti is pratyaksha, because this bhakti is coming from the heart of a susukam bhakta who is ecstatic. So when this bhakti is inside out, coming from the heart of a susukam bhakti, why will it not be ecstatic? Bhakti that comes from this mind, come and go bhakti. Bhakti that comes from this intelligence, so limited. Ahankara purita bhakti. So that bhakti that is generated from one's mind, intelligence, and restricted by ego, that's not susukam. It is conditional, and there is no bliss that is experienced. It is only a modes related experience, not a modes free experience. When bhakti is inside out, it is susukam. Is a joy of an ecstatic lover of God that a sadhaka experiences because bhakti is inside out. That bhakti that comes out as one is dependent on the lover of God. That's Susukham. Yeah, Susukham Kartum Avyayam. This is a Avyayam, inexhaustible. It's not that, okay, I'm starting bhakti now and it will end at some point when I leave this body. No, inexhaustible, ongoing, ongoing. The love, loving reciprocation seva of the soul to Bhagavan is ongoing, non-stop, 24/7, non-stop. Inside the body or outside the body, even when quitting the body too. Avyayam, inexhaustible, everlasting. Yeah, this is Bhakti. When one starts to meet this criteria, then one should know, the real Bhakti is this. Then what was the Bhakti that was happening up until now? I thought I was doing Bhakti. Oh well, that is called Bhakti. Aparadha or Abhasa. Bhakti Aparadha is one is performing Bhakti but still feels miserable. Bhakti Abhasa, yeah, Bhakti is happening. Relatively peaceful, but not really ecstatic. Itna love of God is not felt. But with this Bhakti, inside out, the Sharanagati Bhakti, then it is ecstatic. So this is Bhakti, real Bhakti, the characteristics of Bhakti as laid out by Śrī Bhagavān.